How's it going today, folks? We do have a double box opening today. We are going to be going a little bit quicker, just to save time. I have had some trouble with some bigger openings, so hopefully we don't have that problem with this video. But we will be going a little bit quicker. And overall, I just kind of want to talk about kind of my enjoyment of MetaZoo and how I am enjoying, obviously just doing the boxes, but really enjoying the couple people that I talked to. I have had some very good customers that have just, bought some stuff, and I just want to say that I really appreciate that. And obviously, there will be more to come. There's going to be more product. Like I said, I have been getting second edition on the website, which is just great. Hopefully by the time you guys are watching this, maybe you got the opportunity to get some MetaZoo. Like I've said in the past as well, second edition is a great opportunity to, just kind of get in there and have the opportunity to just experience the product. If you don't have a lot of MetaZoo experience, honestly, I mean, especially second edition, like we've said in the past, is a great opportunity because these packs are, pretty standard and you can get okay value. I wouldn't say you're gonna, unless you pull the blue ink, obviously you're gonna pull $1 million worth of cards, but there's good amount of value in second edition, as well as the print run is, I would say relatively low. It's not crazy low, but without saying, let's get into it. Like I said, we will be going probably pretty quick because nice Loveland. Like I said, I do kind of have to think about how long the box opening will be. We might open one of these kind of in the middle. Haven't decided yet. We'll just kind of see how's it going. I'd like that I mixed these boxes up. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, overall, we got a Piazza Bird and a Loveland so far. Overall, two very popular cards. Loveland is a super powerful card in the meta. I feel like we've pulled so many Flatwoods in second edition. I feel like I didn't pull hardly any in first edition when we were doing a lot more first edition box openings. But overall, I feel like that is a highly pulled card in second edition at least. I don't know. I feel like ratios are different in second edition. It's kind of weird. But overall, I think that's alright. Let's see. We got another reverse. How do I say this? I don't even know how to say this. I gotta switch these sleeves. Keep picking them up upside down. We got a Enfiend Monster. I really need to look into more of the research on how a lot of these, I've heard of a lot of these, but just not that many of them, honestly. It's kind of different, to see Salem Witches. Obviously I've heard of Salem Witches before. But a lot Mothman, I don't know a ton about Mothman. I'm gonna be honest. I've seen a lot to do with Mothman in MetaZoo, but I don't know a ton about Mothman. Obviously I know Chessie, the bigger ones, but I mean a lot of this is just kind of interesting to me to learn a lot about cryptids, and it's just really interesting. So yeah. But overall, kind of getting back to the market of MetaZoo. Hasn't been too long since I recorded the last video about it, but it is weakening a little bit. I wouldn't say a ton, but it is weakening a little bit. Second edition is kind of just drifting down as more people open it, but I think there's a lot of hype over Wilderness. I think that there is just, so many people are excited for Wilderness. I think people are actually more excited for Wilderness because there's been a little bit more of a lull since, because you think about it, and Nightfall came out, I think 3 months after, and then so now there's been a little bit of a lull because second edition came out in, I believe, January, and so nice, we're getting a lot of artifacts in this one, which I love because lots of people need the artifacts. But overall, I would say that a lot of people are just super hyped for Wilderness. I don't know really, like I said, I haven't done a ton of research on what the cards are. I don't think there's honestly been a lot of spoilers, which I think is interesting. I know people have done box openings, and I really would like to watch the box openings. One thing that I'm actually extremely interested in is if there will be a chase card like there has been in basically every set, and whether it will be pulled relatively soon, or whether, I don't know if there's a box hopper even, or, I mean, I doubt that there will be, honestly. If there is, I will be honestly very surprised. But, you know, overall, I think that MetaZoo is doing obviously very well so far. Excuse the noise. Because of just the way that they're marketing it, there's always something new. MetaZoo Mike is crazy for like being pretty transparent, I would say. Not like, hey, I'm going to tell you my entire plan, but like he obviously does MetaZoo hours. If you guys haven't heard of that, I believe there's someone in the Facebook group of MetaZoo World that summarizes them, and I read a couple of them, and they are just phenomenal. So shout out to that guy for making an article that shouts out like what he does in every question, and just documenting them for kind of, I wouldn't say posterity, but just like doing such a good job of like recording them. And obviously that's a ton of work. I know that a couple times he gets behind, but I mean, he does, like, I don't think there's like a traditional schedule of MetaZoo hour. I think he just kind of like does them and kind of just says, hey, like, ask me anything, I have a free hour. And I feel like it's like one of the best things that not necessarily a content creator, but a creator of a TCG can do is just be open with your audience. I think that's part of the problem we're seeing in some other TCGs, is there's not a lot of communication, and so it just kind of like dies the hype. But there's often hype around MetaZoo because Mike is so open and so honest with the community, and I think that's just a great way to promote and be just positive about the market. I am interested on how he is going to kind of continue to top himself. I know that they've been doing a lot with NFTs, the Kickstarter. Personally, like we've talked about on the channel, I am not a fan of the NFTs, but you know, that's just personally my opinion. I know that they are very popular. I know the NFT boxes, I feel like, I don't know if this is true, this is completely conjecture, but I feel like there's something in the boxes of second edition that are different. There's somehow a difference, like there's some sort of super rare chase card. Oh, nice, a full or a reverse Holo Mothman. We haven't gotten one of these in a little bit, it feels like, so it's nice to pull one. Obviously they're not worth like a crazy amount, but you know, it's something. But overall, I would say that it's definitely very interesting on how MetaZoo Mike is approaching this card game. I feel like it's very fresh, it's very refreshing. Obviously, kind of fresh and refreshing, but just different, honestly, than a lot of TCG creators. Chibi Mothman, always nice. Mothman in general. But overall, I don't know. Like, I've just kind of been thinking about Zoo, and we didn't have Zoo openings because we did so much D-Spirits for a couple weeks, and you know, I just, like I said in the last video, I've missed doing MetaZoo openings. Like I said also in the last video, I do want to open a first edition box again, hopefully soon on the channel. It is getting a little bit harder to find them, even though the prices have dipped, because the ones that are a little bit cheaper do go fairly quick. I would say that obviously that there is a lot to like about first edition. Like we've said it before on the channel as well, that is why second edition is so appealing to me. Nice, Chessie. Because it's obviously the same thing. Obviously it's more printed. Eventually, maybe, possibly. I don't know if I would ever open a Kickstarter box, honestly. I don't really, like, because there's no hope for red ink or blue ink. Can you guys see? Yeah, you guys can see those. Like, to me, the Mothman is crazy, but the Mothman, like, just because there was so little printed, like, every card in the set is just crazy valuable. Like, even commons go for, like, a good amount, which just kind of, like, I don't know, like if I could open a Kickstarter box, because if you don't pull the Mothman, you're just like, well, now I have all these cards that are great and all, but they're not like super like, oh my gosh, like easy to sell, I would say. I do feel like they will definitely get there, just because of the print run of Kickstarter was just so small. And obviously there was not a lot of people like gung-ho interested. I mean, I still remember when Kickstarter boxes were relatively cheap. I believe the current market is sitting around maybe $8,000, maybe a little bit more. Obviously, nice to Death Beam. But and obviously non-alternating are quite a bit more. Honestly, I don't kind of get that about non-alternating. I know that like a lot of people like it, but I don't know. I personally don't see the thing, because I know that like, I mean, these are still cool. Like it, yeah, it's cool to not have the alternating box, but I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense. So far, I would say this box opening is, you know, probably a little bit under average. We are getting a fair amount of artifacts yet again. Oops, that does not go there. But obviously haven't gotten a ton of Mothman and no Chaos Crystal yet. But you know, that's all right. We're opening it to enjoy it. I feel like that's something that I didn't do a lot of in the past couple months. Is that just, you know, just kind of opening to enjoy it and just kind of having a good time with the product and talking to you guys. I love the opportunity to create content for you guys. It's just so fun. Really enjoy this. The opportunity to create content is just such a blessing. For all those other content creators that do watch my videos, I appreciate what you do. I just want to say that. Because it is honestly sometimes very hard to create unique and different content. I've taken a lot of lessons from some people that I watch. Not going to shout out any names, but there are just some great people in the community, especially the MetaZoo community, that just create great content. So, you know, go check out some other people's content. Like I said, not going to shout out any names specifically, but there are some great people that do MetaZoo content as well as other content for whether it be this game or other Kickstarter TCGs. Just, you know, have your mind open. Subscribe to other people. Keep your, like I said, yeah, the best thing I can say is just keep your mind open to other people and how they are creating content. Nice to Ghost, or not a Ghost, Jersey Devil. But overall, like I say in a lot of my videos, I am interested in if there is certain TCGs that you guys would like me to cover. We are going to be opening, I believe, whenever, kind of dropping some Kickstarter names, but Nostalgics, we did back that Kickstarter. I don't know when they are getting it. We also backed Grand Archive. Unfortunately for that, I believe they got a little bit delayed, so I don't know when that will be dropping, but I am curious if there are other Kickstarters. There are a lot of Kickstarters that I did not back just because either they were very expensive or they just didn't kind of vibe with me. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but overall, excuse me, I would say that we're going to be doing a good amount of openings this year, and just, I mean, like I've said before, it is definitely the year of the Kickstarter, the year of just, you know, new card games. There's so much opportunity with Flesh and Blood and MetaZoo doing so well. Oh, is that a backwards card? We got a backwards card. All right. I really would like, I don't know if it's in second edition. I've heard that there are some like error stuff, or I personally can't spot, like, I feel like people in MetaZoo, and this is not a hate on anyone specifically, like think, oh, well, because this rock bolter his eye is not shiny or something, that it's an error card and that they want to get more money for it. I personally just don't see it. Like, I know that there are like certain error things in like Pokemon that do go for more, but I think that just like a printing error or something small like that, just, you know, it's not worth more. Like, that's just silly in my opinion. Yeah, there probably are some cards that, like, if you got a Mothman that was like reverse hollow and the like the actual card wasn't hollow for some reason or something like that, that would be kind of cool. But overall, I don't think that you really like need to like say, oh, this is an air card because it has this about it or that about it. Sorry, folks. But overall, I think that they're just like, oh, nice, another full hall or reverse Hollow Mothman. It's always nice. We haven't gotten anything too spicy in this box opening, but as we're headed into the close, we're just about done. I would say this is probably, again, unfortunately, a little bit below average box opening. Gosh, these are just penny sleeves. I use them for just about everything. I really like them, but they are very slippery. Obviously. Just so you guys know, I am putting a good amount of, I believe they're Nightfall theme decks that I got. Some, like we said, we did get some Nightfall theme decks included with some of these boxes, and those will be selling for pretty cheap. If you would like to pick them up cheaper or would like to work out a deal, you can email me at info@thefutureoflgs.com. Kind of just a small plug. I am interested in selling bulk stuff. I have a good amount of, obviously, bulk uncommons or commons I would be interested in selling to you, especially if you're like a store that is looking to kind of get into MetaZoo and get into singles. So if you are a store and you are watching, thank you for watching, of course, but also contact me at info@thefutureoflgs. That is my email, and we can maybe work out a deal to either buy the hollows or buy the bulk or whatever, because I am very interested in just helping out the community. I'm not going to charge some crazy price. It is incredibly hard right now, honestly, in my opinion, to sell the not sell the bulk, but price the bulk, because it's such a speculative game. I mean, like when I used to buy and sell Pokemon a fair amount, and like that is pretty much like Pokemon. It ain't going anywhere. There are probably going to be some cards in there that get more playability, whether it be rares or hollows. Someone's going to be interested in it. But as we're in the close of this video, just want to say thanks for watching as always. Like I said earlier, comment what you guys want to see. Nice, the Chaos Crystal. Probably one of the better openings or better pulls in the whole video, I would say. So we'll put that right there. Obviously, the two Mothmans are reverse hollows are good, but personally, I would rather pull a Chaos Crystal, even though they're only one per spellbook. I just like pulling Chaos Crystals. I think Chaos Crystal is, one, it's a great card, and two, it's just gorgeous. Like, so yeah. Overall, we'll get into the box toppers really quick in the close of this video. But yeah, overall, thanks for watching. We will get into these very quickly. Hopefully, we can get a blue ink. Maybe one of the better box toppers. I don't personally know what ones are the better box toppers, but we will get into this. So we are going to cut both of them open, and then we will get into which one is hopefully a blue ink. Yeah. So we'll start with this one because we got this one in my hand. What do we got? Got a pretty centered card. We got a nighttime. All right. Well, let's see what we get out of this one. We got a snowing. That is unfortunate, but that's all right. We enjoyed it. We had a good time. Thanks for watching. We will continue to have second edition box openings for quite some time. I did get a good amount of them for a fairly good deal. But anyways, thanks for watching. See you in the future.